My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read my writing and to see my latest CNN appearances and my MSNBC appearances, you can go to hagoodman.com. WikiLeaks 18 is out. And one of the biggest revelations in WikiLeaks 18 is that President Obama knew that Hillary Clinton did not have a state.gov. And we know that from Cheryl Mills's email. And the email's right here. POTUS on HRC emails. Quote, we need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. So Cheryl Mills essentially admits, Jen, you probably have more on this, but it looks like POTUS just said he found out HRC was using her personal email when he saw it in the news. They know it's a lie. They know that President Obama lied to the American people. Cheryl Mills then writes, we need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. So they're in panic mode right now. Eventually, they just go and they follow President Obama's story. But we need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. This pertains directly to a massive cover-up where we're even blaming Russia for every WikiLeaks revelation. Because WikiLeaks is actually disclosing and doing the job that the Washington Post, the New York Times, that American media should do, which is protect us from a cover-up, from the fact that the most powerful person in the world, potentially, Hillary Clinton could win and become the most powerful person in the world, used a private server to hide from Freedom of Information Act requests, knowingly, and in doing so, put 22 top-secret emails with special access program intelligence. The server was unencrypted. It was connected to a BlackBerry the NSA said she could not use. That jeopardized national security. And instead of President Obama saying, hey, I knew what you were doing, and I'm not going to let you advance into an even higher, the highest level of government, the most powerful person in the world. He's complicit in the cover-up. And we know this because he'll go to such great lengths. President Obama's administration accused Russian government of election year hacking, signaling a low point in Washington-Moscow relations, perhaps not seen since the Cold War. The Obama administration on Friday ended months of speculation and blamed Russia for deploying its hackers to meddle with the U.S. election. Is it that worth it? Is it worth it, President Obama? Is it that worth it to go so far, to go so deep into defending Hillary Clinton's lies? So Clinton did not use a private server for convenience. She did not delete email yogas. Bill Clinton did not speak to Attorney General Loretta Lynch about golf and Brexit. The FBI found intent. Bill Clinton's aide shipped a laptop in the mail. The Clinton campaign outsourced 2 tech firms. One of the people, Reddit Stone Tier, actually had Hillary cover-up on his work permit. Then you have the fact that Defense Secretary Robert Gates said it's almost certain Russia, China, and Iran have hacked her email server that contains special access program intelligence. And now President Obama is going so far as to accuse Russia at a time when Syria is an absolute powder keg and catastrophe. And we have Russian jets flying above, and Hillary Clinton wants a no-fly zone, and she wants regime change in Syria. So you do the math on all of that. The accusation, quote, the accusation came at the end of a week that saw the United States halt negotiations with Russia over joint operations in Syria targeting extremist groups. The public finger-pointing also bows to weeks of pressure from Capitol Hill and national security experts, unnamed, by the way, who have lambasted the White House for staying silent about the series of hacks that have roiled the Democratic Party, exposed the inner machinations of political organizations, not just that, revealed the private exchanges of high-ranking officials, and fueled doubts about the electoral system's integrity. First of all, we know that from the WikiLeaks emails, it's not just the political machinations or the inner workings of all political organizations. It's the fact that Hillary Clinton's campaign is completely corrupt, more so than the Republican Party. We know this. That's a fact because Trump is the nominee. So they didn't cheat Trump. They didn't cheat Donald Trump, and he ran against a whole bunch of other people. Hillary Clinton, from the DNC WikiLeaks emails, We know it's not just influencing the election. The corruption is what influences the election. If WikiLeaks is going to expose corruption, our first goal as a society is to fix the corruption, not complain that WikiLeaks is exposing it. That's not what a democracy does. That's not what a free society does. A free society doesn't say, hey, why did you inform us that we're no longer a free society? How dare you? So we first need to address the corruption exposed. The DNC cheated Bernie Sanders. Not all political organizations do that. Now we know from WikiLeaks 18 that President Obama knew that Cheryl Mills knew there's no state.gov. Huge, enormous difference between any Republican and Clinton. Again, more corruption on Clinton's side. Essentially, ladies and gentlemen, what President Obama is doing is taking the charade to such great lengths by even accusing Russia at a time where Mikhail Gorbachev said we're entering a dangerous phase in our history as a world. Mikhail Gorbachev himself, in the Telegraph, I believe, said that he hasn't seen tensions like this since the height of the Cold War. And the charade and the facade is played up to the point where we are now publicly accusing Russia simply to protect Hillary Clinton. It's not worth it. Clinton doesn't bring this immense wisdom. She voted for the Iraq War, pushed for the bombing of Libya, complicit in Honduras. She wants regime change in Syria. She's advised by neoconservatives. She called black youth super predators. She spread the birther myth by spreading a photo of Barack Obama in African attire, used an African dress, used a 3 a.m. ad that had a racist sub-message, takes prison lobbyist money in 2015. Can you name, in 2005, visited Iraq, said the insurgency was failing. Can you name a foreign policy achievement that's worked out? Libya didn't. The private server wasn't convenient. She had an FBI criminal investigation. We know now the cover-up started from President Obama because he knew. And not only did he know, he's backtracking to the point where now we're accusing Russia and we're actually threatening retaliation. So give me your thoughts below. It starts at the top, right from Cheryl Mills's email. NoState.gov, we have to fix this. So she stated it right then and there. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.